Hey everyone, my name is Faerie Meadow. I'm here to do a face painting tutorial on behalf of facepaintingtips.com. I'm going to start out by loading a high density sponge with a Prisma cake. And what I'm going to be using is the Flash Prisma cake made by Paradise Paint. And I have got a high density sponge, and the nice thing about these is you can cut them into any shape you'd like. And I actually went ahead and sliced this one at an angle right here so that I can sponge paint with this little triangular shape right onto eyelids and do super fast eye coverage makeup. I'm going to load this right away with the colors on this side of the Prisma cake, the blues through the reds, and I want the blue sort of right in the center of my eye. Now this sponge is very slightly damp, and you can spray your Prisma cake or you can dampen your sponge, either way, whatever works best for you. Everybody has a different method with this, and I find I like this one because it's very subtle. So I'm going to lay this down in the corner of my eye. As you can see, there's the triangle, just like that, and I'm tapping lightly. Tap very lightly, and you're going to get almost like a prism effect really quickly. Just like that. And it's going to point upward and come down, and it's going to turn into flower petals soon, because this is going to be a flower fairy face. So this is the fairy makeup part, and you're just tapping, 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 like so. There we go. Two very similar shapes. Now this one is a little bit lower on the eye, comes under. This one's a little bit higher, and that's because we're going to do an asymmetrical design. So then you're going to take a 3/4 square brush, 3/4 inch, and you're going to load it using the same exact Prisma cake. Now I'm going to use both the dark colors and the light colors, and I'm going to start with the light. So lay your brush down and just slide it up and down, over and over in the same colors, really saturating your brush and working the color all the way up to the metal part right here. Just like that. Okay, now this part's going under and the other part's going over, so we're going to start with the over part, which is right here. Now, we're going to be making upside down U shapes to make petals that are going to come over and into the center of my eye area. So this is how it's done. Lay it down, swivel the top to make an upside down U, and sweep it back. Same right there. We're just angling them different directions. And then this one's coming down, like so. There you go. They're coming around my eye. Now we're going to do the same colors, and they're going to come the other direction. So I'm going to switch sides, reload my brush to keep it really saturated, and these ones are going to come under. Push down. Sweep it up and back.
But I need to tell you something first.
Okay, hold on, please. There we go. And you're just making upside down U's. It looks like flower petals, and they're floating right towards the center. We're going to make the last one right here. Really small one. There we go. So they're coming together in the center of my face. Okay, so now that you've got them climbing around your face with those rainbow colors, we're going to use the other colors that are on the Flash Prisma cake. And we're going to use a little bit of a smaller brush. It's also a square brush, and I think it's a 1/2 inch square brush that is currently hiding. Here it is. 1/2 inch square brush. Can you see that? Get it nice and wet. And you're going to load it with the darker colors that are on the Prisma cake. So the purple, the blue, and the turquoise right there. And just sweep it up and down the same way you did before. I'm getting more of the turquoise and blue and just a tiny bit of the purple on there because this is kind of a bright design. So then you can come around and you can go the same direction as the other ones, making the same movements. But they're just smaller flower petals. You can do some at the top too. Upside down U's. Sweep it around and come down. There you go. And I'm going to reload because, like I said before, you want to keep your Prisma cake brush very saturated with color. Otherwise, you're going to get really uneven, really uncrisp lines, and you want that nice, smooth line. You don't want your brush strokes to fray and feather out because it's just not going to look as clean, and it's not going to be as fast because you're going to try and cover it up later probably. So, I'm doing the same thing on the other side in the opposite direction, same colors, sweeping around. There we go. And I'm going to reload again and come over. So here we go. Make sure that turquoise is on the outside, like on the other side. See the turquoise there? Let's see the turquoise there. Just like that. Just a couple little ones, nothing crazy. Now, to bring together the flowery look, I'm going to load a green, dark green Mehron Paradise Blend paint that's available at facepaintingtips.com with a number 4 round brush. So just load it with some paint. And we're just going to make some vines to bring this all together, some nice sweeping vines. So I'm going to start right here. I'm going to come up and make a little curl like that. And then my curl is going to come down toward this area, connect at a point, and be really light-handed when you sweep it down. I always try and avoid being too heavy-handed right in the center of my eye because I don't like when I get that unibrow-y look, that really heavy abundance of paint right in the center of my eye line. So this one's going to come under and connect. So it's going to sweep out from here, come up, into a little swirl. And it's hard to paint in the crease, and you can probably even tell my eyes are set back a little farther than I'd like. And my mom got lots of dark circles. So the swirls that come under are going to be a little smaller to begin with because they've got to fit in that crease. And this one's going to come up right there, like that. And they're just coming toward the center. And if you want, you can add some little teardrops in green to sort of make it look like it's connecting a bit more. Just apply pressure and then pull away, light mirror pressure as you pull away. Just like that. And here. It's a little trickier to make teardrops on the ridge of your nose. But some people have lovely flat faces, which is like one of my favorite faces to paint, and this is a wonderful design for them. So as you can see so far, we've got flower petals, swirling vines, and all kinds of pretty colors, nice eye makeup, and this is a great place to stop if you'd like. You don't actually have to continue any farther than this, but to me that doesn't sound like any fun, and I like my little signature move with my white teardrops. I know everybody uses it. It's not really my signature move, but I like to add them to everything. So I'm going to load my number 4 round brush that we just used with some white paint so I can bring some little flashes of light to this to add some fairiness to my flower mask. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to sweep nice long thin teardrops right there. Do one more. Like that. We'll bring some down right there. That just adds some fairiness. Make some little dots. Little dots over here. And you can bring some long thin teardrops up into here if you'd like as well. So let's do that. We'll curve them downward so they're following the line of the flowers. There we go. Nice little splashes of light. It really adds to that prism sort of look. And you can bring some under if you want. Really small, thin ones. I'm going to pull my face a little flat. There we go. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Really simple. Bring some over. And then a couple right into the center. Add a few more little dots here and there. Different size dots are great. You can go bigger in certain areas, smaller in other areas. Little ones. Right in the center. I'm just using the tip of my number 4 round brush to do this, by the way. All right. So it looks pretty balanced. I see a few places where we could use, a few more little dots. You could add stars to this if you wanted to, little starbursts. You could add some black outlining to it if you want. But I'm really happy with it now. I think it looks really cute right here, so this is where I'm going to leave it. This is my whimsical flower fairy face design. Thank you so much for watching. And on behalf of facepaintingtips.com and myself, Faerie Meadow, have a wonderful day. Bye!